Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to talk about Cody Ko for just a few minutes. I'd like to share kind of this theory that's going around over on his subreddit page. I thought it was interesting, and seeing that I covered the Colleen Ballinger situation and her kind of cancellation and then hiatus that followed that cancellation, this is kind of coming up again in a roundabout way. So I want to talk about his channel possibly being gone 6 months from now. Will it happen? What do I think about it? If you're interested, please keep watching. Alright you guys, so I was scrolling over on Reddit and I came across this post from the Cody Ko Unfiltered Reddit. It says, theory, Cody's personal channel will be gone in 6 months. As far as I understand, YouTube stops paying revenue to channels that are inactive after 6 months. At that point, I really think Cody will delete his channel. Money is the only thing that matters to that POS. Number one, Cody is still monetized as of August of 2024, obviously. Number two, it's not an automatic thing that, oh, you're inactive for 6 months, so it's, you know, performed by like the back end of YouTube automatically. Someone left this comment and says, YouTube has the right to do that at its discretion, which is an important distinction. They may decide not to for larger channels. Here's the exact wording from the YouTube support page. YouTube does reserve the right at its discretion to remove monetization from channels if a channel is inactive and not uploading or posting community posts for 6 months or longer. So here's the whole thing. Number one, he could obviously get around this. If it did happen, he might just pop in a community post 5 months from now just to get around this rule. Number two, he is a very large creator. He's very well known. And unfortunately, we have seen a pattern of YouTube protecting large creators, even if they are exposed, canceled, being discussed by every channel on YouTube. They have a history of protecting these creators, no matter what the context is, no matter what the amount of proof that's out there that they are deplorable. YouTube turns a blind eye. They've done it for James Charles, Jeffree Star, Colleen Ballinger, Onision. Like, all of these people are awful. And YouTube says, we don't see that. We don't see that over there. You know what I mean? So the 6 month thing, I'm not really paying that too much mind. The second thing is, I'd like to talk about egos when it comes to YouTubers, because I heard something long before I had my own channel that said, in order to have a YouTube channel, you have to be a little bit narcissistic. You have to really love yourself. And I didn't really, think too much of it. But then I got on YouTube and I started seeing all of this drama and all of these really large creators be exposed, and then they would go on this hiatus and people would talk about it for a few months and then that would disappear. And I'm not here to say that all YouTubers have narcissistic tendencies, because I just don't think that's fair. But what I do think, based on what I have seen happen, is that the commentary works for a certain period of time, but then the creator is sitting back and having this channel they haven't uploaded in a few months. They're watching and they're realizing, okay, the internet's like not talking about me as often, so why don't I just go ahead and come back, because I know that there are my die-hard followers that are waiting for me to come back, no matter what I did, no matter what I said, whether it involves kids, adults, it doesn't matter. There are still that core group of people that will look the other way, just like YouTube has historically when it comes to bad behavior from some of their top creators. So while I don't agree that the narcissistic thing and YouTubers go hand in hand, I do think that a lot of YouTubers just really latch on to the fact that there are diehard followers that are waiting for their return, and they simultaneously realize, if I just stay quiet and I'm not posting for a while, then the internet will move on to other things, because that is what has happened in the past. I also think that there is a sense of pride when it comes to refusing to come out and admit guilt on a video, because number one, you are prideful, and number two, admitting guilt is not in these people's vocabulary, because they look at it like, oh, well, I'm just going to point the finger at myself. It's not accountability. It's, I'm going to make myself a guilty party when I don't want to end up in, a bunch of legal trouble. Instead, I can just not upload for a while, wait for the internet to forget, and then I'll come back, and those people that have adored me will ignore all of this and continue to support me. But nevertheless, those are my thoughts. I don't think that anything is going to happen to Cody Ko as far as his channel being demonetized. And I think that he's going to do a hiatus and then come back, just like Colleen Ballinger did, just like Cheyenne did. All of these creators that, James Charles, like, let me go away and then come back. That's the business model for a lot of them. And I think that's what's going to happen with Cody. I think that he's going to take a break and he'll come back, and there will still be people that support him. As wild as that is, it's just what we've seen happen. So either way, I wanted to pop this little update in. I know that a lot of y'all are not super interested in the Cody Ko topic, but I felt like this was interesting, especially because we've seen this pattern with other creators. And it's kind of predictable at this point. But I'll look to see what y'all have to say. So either way, if you like the video, please leave a like in the comments. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.